What's going on? Thanks for checking in. Let's be honest with ourselves. You're either a pants up or a pants down guy, and everybody wants to be a pants up stirrup guy. What prevents you from doing that? What is the biggest insecurity that you face putting on a baseball or softball uniform? It's small calves. So today I'm gonna show you 3 exercises to build up the calves. Make sure you stay tuned. Check this one out. All right, before we start this video, here's a little disclaimer for you. All right, when we're talking about building the calves from a muscular level, just for the sake of the video, I'm bringing it as bodybuilding style training, okay? And some may say stimulating the calves like a bodybuilder is contradictory to the speed and power work that you're doing as a baseball and softball player. But like I said, for the sake of this video, this is more for looks. And hey, I guess if you look good, you feel good, you play good. All right, so coming in at exercise number 1 is a single leg calf raise. All right, you can go ahead and grab a rack, grab a power rack, load up a stack of plates. So you're gonna use that to stretch down and stretch up on that single leg. Jamal's a beast, so he's gonna grab the 45-pound plate. So here, you're gonna go down to a full stretch and dorsiflexion. So go down, hold it. You're gonna break a 1-second tempo. Now come up at the top, hold for 1 second again. Now go back down, 1 second. Now back up, 1 second hold. Go ahead and hit one more, down and up. So when we're talking about hypertrophy of the calf, building the calf muscle, one of the biggest components is the tempo, breaking up the tempo. You see a lot of guys bounce out of calves, like they'll go into the gym, throw the weighted calf machine on and bounce through it. When you do that, you use your Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon is first line of defense when it comes to doing any sort of power training, all right? But what happens when you use that Achilles tendon, it neglects the actual stimulation of the calf muscle itself. So if we're looking to grow it, we have to override that Achilles tendon. So that's how you do that with that tempo. To take this one step farther, I like using the John Meadows approach, all right? RIP, we're gonna use this with all the exercises today, but you're gonna do 10 total reps and you're gonna go 9 at that slow tempo, and on the 10th rep, you're gonna hold in that stretch in dorsiflexion for 10 seconds, and then you're gonna hold back at the top for 10 seconds. So 10 total reps. On that last rep is where we're gonna make our bread, make our money, and then you're gonna move on to the other leg. Try to perform 3 sets of 10 on each leg here. Next one, number 2, we're trying to make our own makeshift seated calf machine. This comes from a bent knee position. So they say when you bend the knee, you activate more of the soleus, all right? So that big side pop on those stirrups. We're gonna utilize the same tempo. Down, hold for a second in the stretch, come up, hold for a second in the top. So dorsiflexion, plantar flexion, holding in that position for a second, and then on that 10th rep, we're gonna do the same exact thing. 10 second in the stretch, 10 second at the top, then break. Perform 3 rounds of 10 of this exercise as well. All right, coming in at number 3, trying to add girth to those calves. All right, we're just gonna do a standing calf raise. This is our best way of simulating one of those calf machines where you pull the pin out, take it to the stack. Everybody's seen one at their LA Fitness, their Gold Gym, their Crunch. This is our way of simulating that. We have a safety bar setup, all right? And then at the bottom, we set up 2 45-pound plates to add that deficit. We have pins set up. Make sure you're leaning relatively forward. All right, you can give a little bend in the knees, nothing crazy here on this exercise. And just like the first 2 exercises, we're gonna go 10 reps, but again, focus on that tempo. This tempo is the only way you're gonna add girth to the calf muscle, all right? Because it's overloading, it's overriding that Achilles tendon, the body's first line of defense when you're doing speed and power training. So hit 9 at that 1 second tempo, and then on that 10th rep, sit in the stretch for 10 seconds, and then go up to the top of the range of motion for 10 seconds. All right, there you have it. Hey, start throwing those 3 exercises in weekly. If you want to add some girth, add some size to the calves. And again, always remember, that's just for aesthetics, that's just for looks. Make sure you're doing your tendon stiffness stuff. The Achilles tendon is a main conductor of power, so you need to train it explosively and reflexively. All right, so definitely don't neglect that side. But hey, want to wear stirrups? Go ahead and hit those 3 exercises. Appreciate you. Catch you next week. Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you've invested.